What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're in Pepper Pike, Ohio, and we're getting ready to check out yet another beautiful home from Old World Custom Homes. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, say hello to Chargan Boulevard from Old World Custom Homes. This one is so fresh they haven't even installed the landscaping yet. I think it's on their website. You can come and tour this if you want to. You just schedule a time to come out here. But yeah, it's super duper fresh. Anyway, beautiful exterior. I love all of the stonework. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Inside, you are going to find 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, 2 half bathrooms. There is a 3-car garage over around to the left-hand side of the home, and all of this sits inside of 5,668 square feet. I'm trying not to fall down all these rocks over here. You know, got to get the good views for you guys, but whew, that was sketch. Anyway, if you are interested in a home like this, this one is going to start at approximately in the mid $1.5 million range. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. Hello, plant. So this is the view that you're greeted with when you do first walk in. It is like this proper kind of foyer entryway thing that it is broken up or away from all the other parts of the house, which is super neat, very nice. You definitely have to announce yourself when you arrive. But you do have double front doors right here, these glass panes looking out into the front yard. And then on either side of that, you do have coat closets. So this is the first one. And then this is the second one. So this is home number 3 today from Old World Custom Homes. We can kind of going across Ohio, kind of checking out 3 of their newer models that we haven't showcased yet. And this is actually the last one of the day. And I think it's super nice. Y'all just wait until we get to the pantry over here. I walked in, I was like, what in the world is this thing? I've never seen anything like this before. Just kind of threw me for a loop for a minute. But anyway, so right off of the foyer, you do have this office space. Now this sits pretty close to the master suite. So whether you needed an office or you didn't need an office, you wanted to use this for something else, being so close to the front door, it could be like a parlor, something along those lines, maybe a music room. You know, sky's the limit. That's the type of stuff you need to let me know down in the comments. And, you know, let me know whether you like it, if there's anything you'd like to change or rearrange as we are walking through the home. You know, take some notes. And do me a favor, if you haven't already, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Lets me know that you like the homes that we showcase on the channel as we do tour all across the country. So now we're starting to work our way into, the master suite, but this is more so part of the ensuite. You do have kind of his and her opposing closets. I think they're fairly equal in size. One might be a little bit deeper than the other. But then you enter into this ensuite. So I love the ceilings in here. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely gives it like a rustic charm to the place. And I think that's very fitting. You know, a lot of these Old World Custom Homes definitely have these kind of European inspired homes, or at least themes within the homes. And I think this ceiling, rock wall, both of those go really well together. Anyway, you do have double vanities. Some nice pendant lights on both of them. And then back behind us, of course, you have the standalone shower with the tile all the way around, even on the ceiling. And then you have your removable shower head, kind of a rainfall-y shower head. And then there is a nice little bench towards the back. And then you have this built-in tub with tons of like shelf space. So you can put all the things. And then you also have the water closet back here as well. I did notice that it had a little outlet back here. So if you did, so this is a model. If you wanted to build something like it, I'm sure they'll sell it in the future at some point. But it does have an outlet back there if you wanted to put in like one of those smart toilets, right? I'm glad they thought ahead for that because, you know, who knows? But anyway, all the way towards the back, you do enter in to the master bedroom itself. You have the vaulted ceiling, exposed beam, plenty of windows kind of looking back out into the woods. It's kind of been, in terms of the homes we've toured from Old World Custom Homes today, it's kind of been all over the place in terms of price range. I think two homes have been 5,000 square foot or larger, this being one of those two. And another one was actually 3,000 square foot. It was like 35, I think. But, and it shocked me. Like the price at that one, it started in like the mid 600 range, where the other two have kind of been like, I think this is 1.5 and then the other one was maybe 2.5, something like that. But, hitting that 600K one and just how nice it was at that price range, I was like, oh my goodness. But anyway, you'll be able to find all these homes if you want to. Just look down in the description. I'll put together a playlist of all the Old World Custom Homes because they do a fantastic job. I think my favorite of which was the 2-story kitchen one. That one was real nice. Anyway, into the great room. I like this. They've kind of combined the dining room and the living room in terms of this nice big ceiling vault, exposed beams. You have this beautiful fireplace, stacked stone kind of matching the exterior, as well as that wall in the master bathroom. I think that looks really good. Looks like it can be gas or wood burning. And then you have these great big, almost oversized built-ins on either side of the fireplace. Plenty of storage, nice and deep back there. And then from here, I'll give you a good look back into the kitchen. It has this beautiful range hood over the top of the island. I really like that. It's like this, like a tin or a steel, some type of that material. It looks cool. But anyway, into the dining room. Again, massive chandelier. It's identical to the one in the living room. Tons of windows in here. You got the sliding glass door back behind it. Obviously, you could build a deck or something back there. I like this kind of like longhouse feel. For me, that's just, it kind of suits my taste a little bit. I think it looks neat. But then from there, we transition into the kitchen. I was just kind of looking at the transition itself. Is there a term for this? Like half a hexagon or something like that, you know what I mean? Just, it looks neat. But into the kitchen itself, kind of partitioned off from everything. We'll start right here on the island. It's got like this nice hunter green color, super fun looking countertops with these kind of rust veins running through them. You do have the built-in microwave on this side, and then tons of like little drawers. Are they? What? Oh, so these are, oh, idiot. So since you have the built-in microwave over here, these are like false drawers. They just look like drawers, but they're not really. But these are the actual drawers. Soft close. And then, so it's 3 sets on here. Caught me off guard for a minute. And then you have these nice kind of brass pendant lights hanging down over the top of the island. And along the far wall, you have your refrigerator and freezer space. And then plenty of cabinets in here, especially once I show you kind of this butler's pantry. Like, it's real nice. It's fancy. But open shelves, you've got some outlets. Just kind of perusing around. Backsplash, like counter just kind of wraps up into the backsplash, and then it runs up to this range hood, which is super neat. It's definitely like a 10. It's got like the cool rivets on it and everything. It looks really nice. You do have Thermador appliances throughout. And then along the back wall, again, keeping with that stone, you've got a beverage refrigerator back here. You've got the trash can drawer right in front of us. And then you have this stainless undermount sink looking back into your backyard, which hopefully eventually will have some beautiful sod back there. But man, you know, the other thing that really spruces up this kitchen are these beautiful cut flowers right here, right? Oh my goodness, look at these things. Look at this little cutie pie. Just kind of sitting here on this ledge. These are actually from our farm. We have a flower farm in West Virginia, and we do all types of cut flowers and stuff like that, and we ship them out. They are beautiful and fresh. They last absolutely forever, it seems like. This little guy right here, he has been in the truck with me all day, and look at that. Ooh, just beautiful. I almost hit a deer this morning and just threw this puppy right into the floorboard. And look at it, still standing strong. I love it. But all types of flowers, ever changing with the season. We do have subscription plans as well, or you can just buy individual flowers for either yourself, you know, or for someone that you know. You can go check that out over at muddymountainflowers.com. And the cool thing about this is we have a YouTube channel for the farm also. And you can see exactly where your flowers come from as opposed to just buying them in the store and guessing, right? But go check that out, Muddy Mountain Flowers or Muddy Mountain Flower Farm on YouTube. Would greatly appreciate that. Anyway, moving on, you do have panelized dishwasher. I almost dropped it. And then you've got some cool sconces on either side of this thing. They look like they actually can move around and stuff. Yeah, so you can position them however you want. And then let's go ahead and step out here real quick before we get into this pantry. You have this kind of side covered patio space. Again, vaulted ceiling. You've got this exposed truss right here. Another fireplace. And this is neat because it's really close to the kitchen, so you could always put like a dining table out here or something, you know what I mean? And you could have like some outdoor eating space. And it does look like it's kind of set up perfect for if you wanted to put some screens out here, you know what I mean? That way the bugs aren't, you're not competing with the bugs for your food. All right, this is I'm excited about this one. So I do love this, look at this one. Entryway right here into the kitchen. It's like super wide, kind of dark and moody, kind of invites you into this pantry. You do have access back into kind of the living room and the staircase and stuff like that. But here we go. So of course you've got these glass pane pocket doors, and that opens up into this pantry space. And honestly, I didn't know what this was at first. I thought it was like, man, this is the tiniest dining room I've ever seen. But then it kind of dawned on me. It clicked a little bit, you know what I mean? But tons of storage in here. You've got this little prep island, which is super neat. There's some seating space over there, so you don't have to be in here alone. You can enjoy this with family or, you know, your loved ones or, you know, your spouse or whatever the case may be. Then you've got a little prep sink back here as well. I think this is neat. Again, kind of wrapping the backsplash up with this fun edge. And then, you know, maybe like some spice racks back here. Like just put some spices or something. I don't know, just thinking. Because you're prepping in here, right? You're washing everything up. And then, let's see. This looks like another dishwasher, yeah. And then maybe another trash can drawer. Yeah. And then on this side, of course, you've got all your kind of cabinets for all your storage things. Very cool. Anyway, that's what excited me about this home. I walked in there, I was like, oh man. Anyway, further back, you find yourself in the mudroom. So we'll start on this side real quick. Of course, you've got your two hall trees kind of opposing each other. You got little drawers on the bottom, some nice hooks to hang your coats, and then you've got some little cubbies up top. This is the garage door. I guess we'll go ahead and hop out here before we finish the mudroom. So you do have 3 individual stalls in here. You've got some attic access. And then we'll just kind of peruse real quick. I've already spotted the spigot, so you could put like a wash basin in here. And then that's about it. So when you do walk in from the garage, you've got this coat closet over here too. And then there is also a powder room, which is super nice because this would be perfect for like guests too. They don't have to go traipsing through all of, you know, the family rooms and stuff. They can just come back here. This is all tucked away by itself, away from the kitchen, but in close proximity to the kitchen, you know, and the living room, all that stuff. All right. Well, since we're on this side of the stairs, I guess let's go downstairs first, and then we'll go upstairs and check out all the bedrooms. So there are several things down here. Just doesn't make sense to kind of bounce back and forth, you know what I mean? We'll just go ahead and do this thing. But a little sneak peek, and then we'll hop in to some of this storage space, which there is tons of. Look at all this. So you've got, it's kind of like your utility storage closet too. You got sump pump, you've got your furnace, you've got an electric panel. And I am sure you could bump all this stuff out, finish it up if you wanted to. Again, you know, this being a model, this is perfect for ideas. So for whenever you go to build your own home. And then into kind of the sitting room. And then over here you have yet another powder room with a single vanity and the toilet. And then yet another utility closet. So this one has another furnace, another electric panel back behind us. You've got your tankless water heaters and another sump pump. And then over here you find your bar space. It's a nice little wet bar. Got this fun little island table here in the middle. Got the prep sink. Got a little beverage refrigerator. Didn't even turn on these. There we go. Ooh. Got some slide outs in here too. You can store the popcorn, maybe the microwave. There's no outlets in here. There are some over here, obviously on the backsplash, but it's like a trash can drawer. And then you have a little sitting area with the wine shrine, a little tasting space. And then they also have this gym room. So looks like this door can go either way. That just kind of opens up. A little different. I had to keep telling myself right there, like, this isn't the end. We still got to go to the top floor. Because normally, you know, at this point, we've kind of got like a system, right? A little thing in place, a recipe, if you will, in terms of how I tour the homes. And it just makes it easy, right? But there are times that I have to think about it for a second. Throws me for a little loop. Anyway, I love these stairs. It's almost like floating stairs, but not really floating, obviously. But just neat. But anyway, getting up here, you've got this little loft space. Little spot for, I think there's 3 bedrooms up here. So this is where all of those folks can congregate. And then we will hop into the first of the bedrooms. So this is second bedroom overall. And this sits back towards the back of the house. It does have its own ensuite, which we'll hop into on the way back out. Ooh, look at that. I thought this was going to be a step in. I was like, there's no light there. And then into its ensuite. So you got the single vanity, the toilet, and then this one has the standalone shower. And on this side, you've got 2 more bedrooms. I think, nope. I think all of the bedrooms in this one are going to have their own individual bathrooms. So that's super nice. I think that's the first of the day. There's been a couple Jack and Jills that we've seen. Into its closet. Bathroom, again, single vanity. Toilet, and then this one's got the shower and tub. So that's nice. I think the last ones that we were watching, they had inserts, or that we walked through. They had inserts in them in the tubs, like the shower and tubs. So this one's actually kind of more custom. And then this is the 3rd bedroom up here and the 4th bedroom overall. See, this one's a step in. And then into its ensuite. All right. Yo, let me know what you think about this home down in the comments. If you want any more information on this home or Old World Custom Homes, you can find that information right down there in the description. With that, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you go on to have a fantastic day. And as always, my name's Timothy. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face in the next one.